Well, I've been excited to see this one get underway. The Fawley Challenge Club, and we have Marist College Canberra, Australia, on the left-hand side of your screen. Hartpury College on the right-hand side of your screen.
It's a bit of battle of the foreign titans, isn't it? Canberra have done very well this year, haven't they? Setting the record in their quad. But like we talked the other day, they've been racing in Cox squads, not Coxless squads. So this is quite a change for them.
Yeah, that's right. In the certainly in the school quads, they race with a coxswain at the national championships. If they race in the under-19 events, then it's the coxless quad. But Marist making history, winning the first national championship for the school at the Nationals in Tasmania this year.
And here Marist really actually setting into quite an amazing rhythm, actually. They've got great handle acceleration and just starting to edge away from Hartpury. And Hartpury were fourth at the school's head of the river race and had a race yesterday, so they're like bedded into the regatta already, whereas Marist were probably a bit more nervous in the first race, the regatta. They've never raced here before either, have they, any of them?
Yeah, that's right. It's the first time at Henley for Marist College after their first ever national championship win for the school this year. In the bow seat, Mitchell Wadey, 16 years of age, Roland Carter, 16, Garvin Hayes, 17 years of age, and Harrison Braithwaite, also 17 years of age, so a young crew.
Yeah, and here as they clear the barrier marker, you can see it behind the launch. Marist looked to be about a length ahead of Hartpury. Hartpury's an experienced crew, so I wouldn't expect them to let them go too far at this point. But Marist, a very well-drilled crew, actually. Just going really nicely, it sort of shows why they were national champions.
And for those of you joining us from Australia and specifically from Canberra, you'll be delighted to see the Marist boys with the lead.
But here come Hartpury, huh?
Yeah, there's still I was going to say, there's still a long way of track to run and anything can happen. We often see these crews switch lead, but they've got a handy lead. Can they hold on to it? Yeah,
Gloucester have a bit more experience here. There's 117, 116, two 18-year-olds. They've got 7 times they've been to Henley between them, and they know length isn't enough. And here they're back on terms. I wouldn't say they've done anything decisive, but they've definitely kept themselves overlapping. And in this situation in rowing, the person in the lead tends to be under pressure now, not the person behind. And then they've done a good job of switching the pressure, whereas earlier they were losing contact, the pressure was on them. Now they've switched that, and they're gaining some good momentum here.
Yeah, still half a length in it. Hartpury really holding on to the boys from Marist. They tried to clear out on them, but Hartpury have been able to claw them back. Are we going to see these two boats come level as they're...
Gloucester looks strong, don't they?
They do, they do.
It looks like Marist might have done everything they could, and Gloucester just kept their composure and their patience and actually have paced it for the full 2,100 metres. You can see the Gloucester Hartpury crew, the back finish when they release the blades, how compact their hands are. Makes it very free moving at the finish. Yeah, and they're up and on, aren't they?
Yeah, as you say, Hartpury, they just look like they're rowing the quad in a really dynamic way, yeah. Sitting up on it, getting their shoulders over their hips, really tidy blade work as we get a great shot there.
That's one of the things about quads, isn't it? Too long a finish isn't necessarily a good thing. You have to generate a lot of momentum, handle speed earlier in the stroke, and then release it without getting in your way. And I think because they're quite good at that, it's quite light. And they're canvas ahead, maybe almost half a length ahead. And Marist starting to look a little bit more laboured, maybe paying the price a bit for their efforts in the first bit. Still very horizontal, aren't they? Yeah, keeping their form. Oh, a bit of a wobble there in the bouncy water just shows how tricky it is out there.
It is tricky.
These young athletes, first time at Henley, they're not losing their composure, are they? They're doing a really good job of this.
They are, and you get a real sense when you're down that water level shot, how tricky the water actually is. But these young athletes handling the difficult conditions with such maturity.
And Gloucester also just looks lighter and easier at the finish, and I think that gives giving them a little bit more free, easy speed as they get tired. Both crews converging to the middle of the course, see if the umpire has anything to say about that. And Marist coming back, aren't they? They're really attacking it still. They're not rolling over. That was a pretty mature performance, wasn't it, from Gloucester Hartpury? Length down and still managing to row their way through.
Just stayed really composed, weren't worried about a crew getting the jump on them, kept it together, understanding that it is a long race. But a great effort from Marist College Canberra, who've come a long way, national champions. And fantastic to see them in their first Henley appearance. A confirmation at the Fawley Challenge Cup, it was Hartpury College over Marist College Canberra, Australia.